What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is yours truly, Fitz. This is going to be the single most important Deoxys video on YouTube that you're going to watch. So leave a like on the video, comment down below, let me know what you think about Deoxys in the comment section down below, and let's get on with today's video. Now I'm going to link this article in the description down below so you can read the full thing, but we're going to go over the different stats of the different forms of Deoxys. We did get confirmation from Niantic that they're going to release the normal form, so we're going to go over that, and also the minimum and maximum CPs of rating these different forms. So here we go, Deoxys stats in Pokemon Go. Now the attack form, you're looking at a minimum CP of 1187 and a max CP of 1282. Deoxys Normal, which we're getting first, a minimum CP of 1485 and a max of 1570. That's 100%, that's what you're looking for. In the weather though, 1963. So then we got defense, you're looking at 1130 for 100%. For the speed, which we don't know how they're going to incorporate that. Maybe there's going to be more stats incorporated in Pokemon Go. I certainly hope so. 1431. I did do a way how they could implement speed in the game through moves. I wrote an article about that a while back, but we won't go over it. Now, here is Deoxys' attack stat. 414 attack, 46 defense, 100 stamina, with a max CP of 2244. So the interesting thing about that is Glass Cannon is an understatement. Like, this thing is, it's not going to take the hits. You're going to probably deal maybe one charge bar move before dying. I'm not sure. I would like to see a buff to the stamina stats of all of these. DX1 recommended that. I recommend that as well. There needs to be a buff and maybe a nerf in the attack stat possibly. But we'll have to see what they do there. Then the Deoxys Normal, 345, defense 115, 100, 2749. This is the Deoxys that we're going to see. Once it comes out, it looks like tomorrow, once Mewtwo comes, we'll have that chance of getting a new EX Raid Pass, and we'll go over that system as well. Then Deoxys defense, 144 attack, 330 defense, kind of reminds of the Reggie trio. Stamina still 100, coming in at 1978. And then finally, speed is the most well-rounded one, 230 attack, 218 defense, 100 stamina, coming in at 2504. Of course, it is boosted in windy weather. So the best one, I think personally, is the speed one because it's the most well-rounded. It will take the most hits, I think, and deal the most amount of damage. So as you can see, these stats are quite interesting, and it makes for, is Deoxys going to be that great? Can you solo a Deoxys in EX Raid? A lot of people are kind of upset about that. It looks like you could duo or solo a Deoxys depending on its form. Now the normal form, I think it actually is possible if you run the normals to solo it with the right counters, and we'll go over those. But people are kind of complaining about that. Like, if these are the real calculated stats from the main series games, what the heck's going on here? So something tells me that this might be changed. There's no official announcement of Niantic in their stats. These are just calculated as is. So we'll have to see what the overall stats are going to be. Hopefully they're buffed, because usually the moves for like mythicals, this is a mythical Pokemon slash legendary, but let's just say usually legendary Pokemon, they get a 9% nerf to their stats. So maybe we'll see a 9% buff in stamina and defense. We'll have to see. Now, let's go over to the moves. What moves is Deoxys going to know? It can know Zen Headbutt, Counter, Zap Cannon, Swift, and Psycho Boost. So the best fast move is obviously going to be Zen Headbutt, 1.1 cycle damage, or cycle time, and does 12 power. So you guys are aware of how good Zen Headbutt is. But Psycho Boost. Psycho Boost is its exclusive move. It takes 4 seconds to do this move to deal 70 damage in 2 bars. That's absolutely pitiful. That is horrible. And just going back on Psystrike from Mewtwo, it does 100 damage, 2 bars, in 4.4 seconds. It takes a while, it's a decent move, but something's telling me that Psycho Boost and Psystrike, on these very powerful Pokemon, Mewtwo and Deoxys, they're gonna get buffed. They have to. There's no way in hell that Shadow Ball, that is a 2-bar charge move, does 100 damage a pop, and only takes 3 seconds. Like, we have very powerful moves in the game already. It doesn't make sense to have these exclusive, very powerful moves be really bad for these Pokemon. You see what I'm saying? I'm sure you can agree on that. So these powerful moves, these exclusive moves to Mewtwo, Psystrike, to Deoxys, Psycho Boost, need to get buffed because there's no reason to have a really cool exclusive move on a very powerful Pokemon to suck. So I hope they change that. That's my thoughts and opinions. I'm expecting change. If there's not, we riot. Because under these circumstances, the best moveset is Counter Zap Cannon, and there's no way any of us are going to be using Deoxys, so we can use it to use Counter and Zap Cannon, because we simply won't use it at all. There will be no use for Deoxys. So Zen Headbutt, Psycho Boost with a very big buff will be a crazy good moveset for Deoxys. Now, something that's come across Crawlaze's radar, you know who Crawlaze is, the data miner, is the fact that he found the proof of EX eligible raid gyms. You can see it right there at the top. This gym is EX raid eligible. So, with that in mind, there is something that Niantic released. Let's go ahead and read the article. And it's a very cool concept. So, it's time to prepare for a new challenge. Deoxys is coming. Are you new to EX raids? You can become eligible to receive an EX raid pass when you win a raid battle at a qualifying gym, and you'll know by clicking on the gym and seeing that icon in the top right hand corner that I just showed you. And from now on, you'll be able to see gyms, hosts, blah blah blah. EX passes will give you the date and time when you're able to challenge Deoxys, so mark your calendar. Now, here we go. Battling Deoxys will be a difficult challenge that requires trainers to take advantage of every opportunity and maybe get a little help from a friend. From now on, when you receive an EX raid pass, an ultra friend or a best friend, you can give them a pass as well. So both the person who receives the EX raid pass, you can also send another one to one of your best or ultra friends, and they can partake in the EX raid as well. So don't forget to battle with friends, send gifts, and get ready. Trainer Deoxys Normal form is waiting. So it is going to be released first. No real reason, rhyme or reason, that the normal form's coming out first and not all of them being random. Perhaps maybe they just want to test the waters on their little new EX raid system with being able to invite other people. Perhaps that's the issue. There's no real APK for the attack form, the defense form, or the speed form. And the boss at the Go Hub really does believe that with Gen 4 dropping, there will be abilities, and with that in mind, maybe we'll dictate the forms of your Deoxys that's a normal form. That would make perfect sense to me, so that's his kind of line of thinking. So there we go, we've covered it. Deoxys and its stats, and then its moves, but wait, what about raid counters, right? Yeah, so let's go back to the database. Deoxys is psychic, so it's weak to bug, right? So let's go ahead and look at the bugs. And you're probably already wondering or knowing what the best counters for bugs are going to be, because this is similar to the Mewtwo. It's going to be Pinsir. Pinsir with, drumroll please, Bug Bite and X Scissor. Bug Bite and X Scissor, Pinsir, you're good to go. Go back to the bug, you probably already guessed it. It's going to be Scizor. Scizor with Fury Cutter and X Scissor. If it can load here. Fury Cutter and X Scissor dealing stab both super effective damage. You'll be able to, because Fury Cutter has a high energy gain per second, you're going to be using that X Scissor 1,000 times, dealing a ton of damage. Now is also weak to Ghost, and the only real Ghost type there is that's worth using is Gengar, whether it be Hex and Shadow Ball or Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. Those are definitely going to be the best moves to use. See, Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball has the best cycle DPS and one of the highest cycle DPSs in the entire Pokemon. Another notable mention is Bayonet with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. That is a good choice as well. Tyranitar with Bite and Crunch is also a good one, obviously. Also, Houndoom with, I believe it's Snarl and Foul Play, or Snarl and Crunch, just depending on what kind of trainer you are. Snarl, Foul Play there, 21.87. Snarl and Crunch actually being the worst, but Crunch is a 3-bar charge. We're doing 70 damage a pop, and you could probably pop off all 3 of those, doing 210 total damage. Let's see, so Bug, Dark, and Ghost, that's it. That's it. That's all that Deoxys is weak to. So your counters are as follows. 2 bug types. You can do Scizor with Fury Cutter and X Scissor, or Pinsir with Bug Bite and X Scissor. And then you got Tyranitar, obviously, with Bite and Crunch. Houndoom with Bite, or with Snarl and Crunch. And then you have Gengar with Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball. and then you've got Bandit with Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball. You could also use Gengar with Hex and Shadow Ball. Some good generalists obviously will always be like Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Outrage. So any of your really powerful Pokemon are always going to be really good generalists as well, like Kyogre, Waterfall, and Hydro Pump. It just deals a ton of damage. And by the looks of it, since we went over the stats, doing these EX raids as of right now is going to be really easy. So no matter what, you guys should be able to slaughter your Deoxys EX raid no matter what. So again, let me know what you guys think about all this information about Deoxys in the comment section down below. What do you think about the stats? What do you think about the moves? Are you upset Psycho Boost sucks because it does and it should be buffed? Same with Psystrike Mewtwo, it should be buffed. Let me know what you think about the forms and all that jazz. How do you think that's going to be determined? Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Always doing videos like this, pumping out that information. I hope this helped you guys with the whole Deoxys, like just fitting it all whole in one video. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm signing off. I'll see you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.